you need a character in order for Pirates to gel, because it's very big. You become a star overnight. So you need somebody within the team that will show them, even if you're a star, this is how you handle yourself. So you do a tournament, kids play, and then what happens after? And before they even compete, what knowledge or advice or technique or method did you give them? Said, when he was about to come to training in the morning, they took his phone and stabbed him. I said, okay, fine. Can you send me a picture? He sent me a picture, and you can see that picture now. He just took a razor in his back, and then he cut himself just. So I said, okay, fine. But they have to sign that we can do, but when we leave, they have to have someone that is with them 24 hours.
Yeah. So you believing Sundowns will win this one at the weekend? What?
Matsalane Mamabolo, South Africa's most successful soccer writer.
You Pirates fans were looking for Rulani to come. You guys are unrealistic. Rulani Mukwena, Pirates.
3 times winner of Premiership Soccer Writer of the Year and 3 times winner of the Sports Writer of the Year. Every day he takes you inside SA Soccer, exclusive to omniaudio.africa, weekdays, 9:30 a.m.
Omni Sports, break it down. Africa's premier sports destination.
Good morning and welcome to Inside SA Soccer. It's a beautiful Thursday morning and I'm sitting here with a legend of the game, Benson Mhlongo. If you don't know him, you don't know your South African football. We are going to be looking ahead to the big match that's coming up. Orlando Pirates are traveling to Mamelodi Sundowns for the semi-final of the MTN 8. It's the second leg, and the reason I have Mayanga here, he's played for both clubs, and yeah, we're going to talk about that, plus many more. Benson, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for making time to be with us on Inside SA Soccer.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks, Project, for having me here. It's a pleasure to be with you.
You don't coach anymore. You're beginning something very special. Your top says Sports Legends Live. It's your baby. Let's talk about that. What is Sports Legends Live? What are you? Because you had a launch just the other day. I couldn't attend. I was out in Polokwane tending my ship. What is Sports Legend Live?
Sports Legend Live is a company that bringing opportunities to sports legends and agents that says you are not gone and forgotten. You have a role to play in the society. The only thing that you know is sports. What can we do together? How can we create jobs for our legends to go back and work? And where can we work? Yeah. I think we can work in the communities, not disrespecting people that are currently in their small corners trying to develop these kids. Okay. But with the experience that everyone has as a legend, we can say about Casper, I think she can play a big role to teach our girls and boys technique and fundamentals of being a great athlete. You know, with us in football, go back and prepare these boys when they go professional, know how to handle the pressure and apply themselves. Boxing, we need them to come back and teach the correct technique, you know. And by that, I think we can now fight the element of not having pension when we retire. So now if you go now, you become a coach or an instructor or a mentor, you can at least go towards having a pension. Maybe that can be addressed. Because after football or after your sporting career, life begins now. Begins at the age of 35. Life begins, and then that time you don't have income. So that's where now Sports Legend Live will play a role to say, come and work, let's spread around the country and help and have an income, not to be a laughing stock after our glory days.
But and that's the sad thing, isn't it? That we celebrate a lot of you as sports stars, but when it ends and the curtain closes, a lot of sports stars tend to struggle. Yet, as you say, they could be giving back. How do you then, as Sports Legends Live, plan to do that? Because on your own, it's going to be a little bit hard. You need the support of those communities, the government. I mean, you're talking about going to different provinces. How are you planning to, get that help from communities, from the government, from the local sports departments too?
We definitely need support from everyone. Different event and program we made. I've launched it through a talk show where panelists of legends engage with the community, where they'll ask questions and then the legend will give solutions or ideas. We'll be doing tournaments where now legends will adopt certain teams and mentor. For me, it's we do a tournament, kids play, and then what happens after? And before they even compete, what knowledge or advice or technique or method did you give them? Did you prepare them? Or we just say, let your talent show. We need to go to schools where now we really talk about our journey and then we to be able to answer what's happening in the minds of these kids. Because some kids, they get stuck because they don't know where to go and how to go about it. We'll be doing mentorship. We'll be doing coaching. We'll be doing functions where now, as legends, we come together and talk about our illness, social illness, or mental illness. We need a home where we can offload the pressures that we have after and during our playing days. So actually, it's wherever sports is, Sports Legend Live wants to deploy a legend to help with this experience.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, and it's not just soccer, because we know you're a soccer player, but I'm getting the impression that this is an all-encompassing sports thing, not just soccer. You'll be engaging with other legends from different sports.
All sporting code, yes, all sport. We need. I'll be happy one day if all the township and rural areas can have a swimming pool where now we really embark in training into swimming. Not to go knocking in the rivers. Because that's where we learn.
Crocodiles.
Yeah,
that's where we learn.
Yeah, that's where we learn. So
Yeah.
it will be nice. It will be nice to have a hockey in our townships.
Yeah.
There's a lot that we can do. Yes, we say school is the ultimate, but not all of us were gifted.
Of course.
In academic. So we're more of now tenderpreneur, but I believe if sporting facilities can be built around our community, we won't fight crime anymore.
Yeah.
We'll only be looking for who's the next to conquer the world.
Yeah. No, I mean, you make a good point, because I look at myself and I'm looking back at my life and I remember that the reason we grew up and became who we were is because we were kept away from the streets. We grew up playing Chepis Little League soccer. Some of us did the ballroom dancing, and there was just no time to get into mischief. But lately, you go into the townships, those halls where we used to dance at or do dramas, we call them sketches, the grounds where people, I come from Limpopo where softball used to be so big. Those things don't happen anymore, and we are surprised that our kids then get engaged in crime. And I think what you are trying to do is to sort of take us back to those times and say, let's keep the kids off the streets.
Yes, during apartheid, there was not much in terms of crime. yes, there were those special crimes. That's why the apartheid government had special units dealing with those certain crimes, because only few could engage into crime.
Yeah.
But most of us were too busy to think of plotting how to go about doing crime.
Yeah.
So if we can bring back that, the country will be in a happy space. We fought for freedom to do what with it.
Yeah.
We are unhappy because we don't make ourselves happy.
Yes.
Our kids don't have much choice. They have talent, but they cannot show.
Show it.
Yet we watch TV, we watch other countries doing America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
We watching USA softball. We just watching other countries developing their own human beings, and we forget about us.
Yeah, no, that's painful. But I'm very happy that you're doing this. On all the best. We will support in whichever way we can. I'm sure corporate South Africa is watching, it's listening. The government have to come and help, because, as you say, you would be helping them deal with this whole scourge of crime. There's drug abuse and all that, and I think that's what you are doing is going to help once it succeeds. Now, let's talk football. You, as we say, you don't coach anymore. You've coached. Do we want? I don't really want us to get too much into why you don't coach anymore, but just briefly, talk to me about why you stopped.
Let's not say I don't coach.
Okay.
Every human being, every parent is a coach.
That's true. As in, like, you don't sit on a bench of a particular club and coach anymore.
Yeah. When we exchange experience, it's coaching each other. Yeah. So I'll always coach.
Yeah, sure.
Let's say not a football club, but I'm a coach. That's why I do mentor, where even Sports in Life will teach how we mentor kids with our stories in a positive way. But why I stop a little bit in football? The recent one was Cape Town. I had an incident where there's this young boy that didn't come at training because of it doesn't feel it's been looked at. It's been given an opportunity, and he's very talented, but lazy a little bit. And now the team is in a difficult situation. We need fighters. He's talented, but
he's not.
It doesn't have that element of being ruthless, grinding the points. So he didn't come to training. Tried to locate him. He said when he was about to come to training in the morning, they took his phone and stabbed him. I said, okay, fine. Can you send me a picture? He sent me a picture, and you can see that picture now. He just took a razor in his back, and then he cut himself just. So I said, okay, fine. But lucky enough, the chairman understand the boy because come from development, and he gave me an opportunity to engage with the boy. Okay. So I did call the boy in with his elder, and we talked about this. We squash away the robbery part. Say, okay, it's fine. I understand, right? Let's talk about you. What's happening? And he said, I've been developed, but now I'm in the PSL. I don't think you care much about me as a coaching staff. Okay. And that hurt. And now I must go back and give a report. You see that my report says this boy's career must end now, or I must protect him and give him a second chance. So I was conflicted between talking the truth and lying. Okay. So because I'm a person that says it's better to deal with the truth because the solution will be permanent. Yeah. Dealing with lies, it will resurface and then we go back to the same issue. Yeah. And I said, no, I have to find myself. I think this coaching thing is taking me in a wrong way as a human being. Yeah. So that's why I stopped. It was so many incidents. The game, we take the game so serious, we forget about the human being.
Yeah.
And I'm a human being.
Yeah, I know. You've always
I'm a human being.
you've always put others first. You care.
Yeah.
Now let's talk football. The new season has started. When we were building up to this whole new season, the talk was Orlando Pirates have signed lots of good players. Orlando Pirates are going to challenge Mamelodi Sundowns or even stop them from winning a 9th successive championship. They didn't have a good start. 2 losses. They only won yesterday. Their first win. What have you made of Orlando Pirates? Just one, they've brought this new coach, Abdeslam Owadu. I don't know if you know him, but you're in football. You should know him. What's your view of your former club?
I look at the team. In goals, okay, we have experience. Right back, I don't know. Centre back, I don't know.
People are raving about Mbongazi. They're talking about...
Yeah, we are raving. He's still young. When you considered Gukev, an element of inexperience showed, where a player was in between the two of them. Left back, okay, we still have Hoto. But is he talkative? Does he understand our culture? Can he unite and solve the change rooms problems? Question mark. In the middle, still young.
Got lots of babies there.
Attacking, young players. Police is finding his feet in the big team. Mine is they are going back to what they did before they signed Monip and our group, Abo Terminator. We had years in our leagues before we joined Pirates. We knew what we have to do, what is required from us.
But people are excited. There's Sipombule. Am I getting you right to say you feel the team is too young, inexperienced? It needs maybe it needed more senior players.
It's got complicated players. When I say complicated players, you need someone to take care of Mufukeng and Bogas. As much as they are coming, but you need someone to take care of them.
How so?
Not to be caught in wanting to do things that they're not supposed to do off the field. Okay. Very crucial. You become famous overnight. And these ones are big already.
Yeah.
Now a lot of scammers will come to their doorsteps with ladies, invitation to nightclubs where everything's for free. Yeah. That's what happens. You get things for free and you get tempted.
Yeah.
And you enjoy the outside life. But now if you have someone within, as a teammate, that's got capabilities of holding and nurturing these boys, they'll be afraid to do those things.
And do you feel that in the current squad there isn't somebody that senior or that experienced who can be sort of a mentor to these young boys?
Maile was an example to these boys, the way he handled himself, the way he do things.
The former captain.
They could copy there, he's gone. Klochi, I don't know what's happening. You need a character in order for Pirates to gel, because it's very big. You become a star overnight. So you need somebody within the team that will show them, even if you're a star, this is how you handle yourself. Yeah. Physically. Okay. That character is very important. You go back when they won 1995, we had John Moed. His calmness on its own comes out of characters that are hyper. Yeah. You need that Rooney character. When you look at him, his aura says, "Calm down, focus on your work." You need such players in the team to handle the Pirates. But you have players that is all about nice limelight and skill. It's gonna get to them.
It's going to be a problem, yeah.
It's gonna get to them.
But so yeah. I suppose you've been inside and you know that, because from the outside, like I say, the whole country is excited. You look at the team, everybody believes this is the kind of team that can challenge. The talent is there, but as you say, it needs a sober, a leader. So you don't see that they have that.
They don't have that character, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They have soft characters.
People say, what CBC? I mean, he's the main captain actually. Doesn't he have that maybe?
When we talk about character, we talk about the late Nelson Mandela, Kgalema Motlanthe versus the current president. That character is something, that character you can feel it. You need someone that you can feel, an aura. Look, the chairman of the team, you can feel him.
Yeah.
That character, it must transfer to the pitch.
Yeah, there has to be somebody like that. I mean,
because that's the only character that can handle the diversity and the different atmosphere of Pirates, off and on the field. Because they are supporters on their own. They are different characters. Their character is more of mafia style, of leadership. Outside, I'm talking about their supporters.
Yeah.
They are leaders in their own right in their community.
The communities.
That's the only people that can handle such weight.
So the club needs that. Now this is worrying because personally I look at the coach and because if you don't have that in the team, you at least need a coach who has that. And I personally look at Owadu and I'm like, he's a young kid. He's even younger than me, but age is not an issue. But I don't get that aura about him as well. What do you make of him?
Hey, he's gonna take another signee. They need that. As I said, I don't feel that. I don't feel that he scored that. We look at the previous coach, but there was Tloki, there was Mael. Let's go back, Sangwen.
Yes.
He doesn't need to talk.
Yeah.
On his own, you get in line.
Yeah.
You get in line. Then you go big squad.
Yeah.
Who did you have?
Similar. It's
That's Pirates. That's
Yeah.
Pirates.
Yeah.
It's a spiritual team.
Mm.
Once you play for it, you'll understand. It's a spiritual team.
Yeah.
So to be a spiritual leader, you must have character.
And they do. So how is that going to impact on their season? If they, the season is the transfer window is closing very soon. They don't look like they're going to be signing anybody else. Then they're going to go into this season with this squad that does not have a leader, somebody who's going to, like you say, take the little chickens and hem them in and say, boys, this is what we do.
They will excite us, but where it matters most, it's going to bite them. It's going to bite them. That's how they lost the league. Where it matters most, it's going to bite them.
Champions League.
Yes, you can play, but where you have to win, that's where your cracks will show.
Yeah.
It happens in Squad Sabo Senso.
Yeah.
When we left, they were left alone.
Now, you were one of those. You remain one of those leaders that Orlando Pirates talk about, the clubs you played at. What was it that got you to be that kind of leader? Were you also mentored?
Yes, I was mentored by Kore Ibrahim. If you go back, you check my playing style and Kore Ibrahim, they are more similar.
Yeah. You just didn't do the one thing that I always, funny, whenever you say Gora, whenever I remember Gora, I once told him.
You can tell me better.
I just remember him getting substituted. I think it was Walter Rodman. And he got so angry and he went Kung Fu style kicking his coach. I don't know if you...
I have that character. It's just that I could...
hold it.
They know, those who play with me, they know that in the change room, tables come up and down.
Yeah.
A person like that is a person that is true to himself, because sometimes a coach will do a substitution put someone that during the week didn't put an effort to deserve even a play. And when you're an honest person, they do such things that get to you.
Yeah.
So what I've learned from him is honesty. You know, everyone deserves a fair chance, but everyone has to work for his chance. But some, they just give them for free.
And I think it will ache you who's sitting there having worked, and you're like, but
You know what you do behind the scenes.
yeah.
You know the effort that you put, and someone just don't care. And then let's go back to basketball, because that's where I've learned most of my character. I was watching basketball. 2:00 I'm up, because basketball taught me a player carries a team. There was an incident of Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal when Kobe Bryant was signed. Now Shaq is the main man, but now Kobe Bryant is a workaholic. And then he meets this guy, that's the main guy, but he doesn't work at training.
Yeah.
They had a clash and a beef.
Because of that, yeah.
Why? Because Kobe Bryant is a winner.
And he works at it.
And it's proven. You understand? So as a leader, that's one thing that gets you is when other people, they just give him in a silver platter because of talent. And it affects other players that don't have that talent. They have to combine the two, work rate and talent. And they fall off the rail. Remember, a person can influence another person to become better or worse.
Yeah.
And we don't take care of that part. That as a person, an influence to many people.
Now, you played for Sundowns as well. They've been dominating South African football for years now, the league in particular. A lot of people believe they'll win a 9th successive title. There's doubts by some. There's this whole Khodiso Modau might not be there. Lucas Ribeiro is leaving. But last night they won in Magezi. Shalulile scoring that record equaling goal. What's your take of Sundowns? Can they dominate again? Do they have the team? Is there anybody who can challenge them?
The wheels are coming off.
Okay.
The wheels are coming off. Sometimes we ignorant to say some teams are carried by a player. And if you take that main player, the team will crumble. We ignore that part sometimes.
Yeah.
It's all over the world. From years, Jomoson was Jomoson. Dr. Kumalo was Dr. Kumalo. Pule was Pule. You know.
Diego Maradona carried Argentina.
Yes. And then we have a team that have a combination of players. So when we play, there was a lot of us. So if one goes, the other ones carry on. You know, we had different squad. But once they took out about 4 of us, Sundowns, now everyone could compete with Sundowns. I think that's what's happening. I think football now is played off the pitch. And the only way to beat Sundowns is to cripple them, is to find offers for those good players, to ignite them to want to leave. So there's something happening behind the scenes. But it's going to take us another 2 seasons to beat them. Why? Because these other big teams, Chiefs and Pirates, instead of keeping the squad that has been competing with Sundowns, they're building again.
Yeah.
They're giving Sundowns a chance.
Yeah, when this was the opportunity to capitalize. I mean, Mshishi, I hear Mshishi is going to be out for almost 2 months now. Ribeiro is leaving, there's Khodiso leaving. So, as you say, the cracks are there, but it's up to the others to take advantage, but they clearly are not. Kaizer Chiefs we spoke about Velabai and Bartman, but Kaizer Chiefs is completely a new team. Orlando Pirates as well.
Yes, so they are missing the chance. Yeah. And then these ones, they will rebuild quicker, because now they understand the system, how it works.
Yeah.
We've learned that from Korea.
Tell me about it.
We played against Boca Junior. We played against
Ulsan.
We played against Tottenham Hotspur.
Okay.
and then a team from Korea when we joined Sundowns. Remember, during our time, there were 2 teams.
At Sundowns.
Literally, there was a first team and a second team.
Okay.
When we play charity, 2 different teams play completely.
Yeah.
No one will repeat the game. First team, it was the likes of Brian Mendus, those who were older than us. Yeah. And we talk about legends, people that achieved from the previous teams. Then it was us that were starting to groom, but most of us were captains where we come from. That's what Sundowns do. People say they buy these players and they bank them. No. The players that are signed, they don't understand that for Sundowns to exist, you have to have about 40 players that can compete so that when they go to Africa, they don't have to come back and play. The others can continue.
I mean, you saw it last night. The first half, it was like a completely different Sundowns. And then second half, he brought in a few players. So there's proper depth there.
We've learned it from Korea. Because pre-season, you play against Boca Junior. This game, different team is playing from the last game. Yeah. Then you understand why they're competing. You know, but if you have a certain squad and you get injuries, you're out. Real Madrid did that mistake. You rely on 2-3 players. Barcelona did that same mistake for them to get down. Yeah. But they are coming back again. Yeah. Yes. It's very dangerous to have only about 15 players as your main guys. You must have at least about 8 complete players that are equally good enough to start the game. It's how do you keep them happy? Yes. How do you make them understand? Because quality is quality. It doesn't matter if you can sit on the bench for 2 months. Quality is quality. They say match fitness. I say readiness. If you talk about match fitness, I was out for 2 years. I came back. What match fitness did I need? I came back and I showed that I understand this game. Yeah. I just need to be fit. And to play. That's all I need.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we saw the first leg, semi-final, 1-1 at Orlando Stadium. A lot of us thought Sundowns should have won. They, you conceded a little late. What did you make of that match, and what's your expectation for the weekend's semi-final?
From the 1-1. There's this new boy, Belebele. Wow.
He was good when he was at TS Galaxy as well.
But now we see him differently. Yeah, no, that boy is talking. He's talking. They will always show hunger against Pirates and Chiefs. Those games you don't need to be motivated. They will always show that. But when you look at the energy that Pirates applied versus the energy that Sundowns applied, there was more energy and effort from Pirates' side, where there was more calmness and deliberate decision making from Sundowns without their superstars. Without the superstars that we know. Yeah, sure. Remember, these guys come from Club World Cup. Yeah. They're still resting their players. Because the main thing is to win the league and go back to
continental football, yeah.
They are now playing there. They are no more playing in South Africa, unfortunately. Yeah. They're not. They're just competing, yeah. But they are not playing there. They're in Africa. They're in the world now. They're exposed to the world. That's where they want to go back. I don't see them beating Sundowns. Because of the previous game, they are starting to be selfish amongst each other, Paris players.
How so?
Against Mackenzie, there's a situation where Belebele was supposed to pass Mahop. He didn't. Shooting on left. He wanted to repeat. Yes, he scored, but he wanted to repeat what he did. That is a sign of not being aware to say, I have to make the right decision for us to win. Yeah. Not I have to make the team win. Okay. Where Sundowns understand.
Yeah, they share.
We have to make the team win. Yeah. We have to.
So how does Pirates get over that? I mean, I'm feeling here you're going back to that point that you raised of a leader who will then make the players aware of those little things.
You do such a crucial decision-making mistake. No one is talking to you during the game. No one is reprimanding him. If you get another chance, don't do that again. Do the right decision. You're supposed to give him. No. They are happy, they go back. Yeah. It's just like they're just playing. They're having fun.
Yeah.
And they are having fun. But no one is there to guide them. Not to repeat the same mistake.
How do you, I mean, you've played for Pirates. I assume you love the club. How do you help them in this regard? I mean, are you guys, as former players, do you have access to the club itself? I mean, you are saying these things. They might see it, but you know how it is. Oh, it's Benson making noise. But is there a platform that, you you guys can, do you have access to these players, perhaps individually, to say, Mfana?
Unfortunately, I'm not one to explain myself to any human being that's alive. I only listen to the ancestors of Martin Luther King. Do what you believe is right, no matter what. That's where I am. I'm in my own world of Nelson Mandela. What is the main objective of whatever you are saying? If they want my help, Sports Legend Life is there to mentor, is there to guide. I can go tomorrow, have a motivational speech for Pirates, the next day go to Chiefs. I'll do it. I'm not doing it for the team, I'm doing it for your human beings. Let them compete.
Yeah.
I'll give everyone an equal knowledge, let them compete on their own.
Yeah.
Yes, I won't disadvantage another kid.
I get you.
So when people must get me, I will never disadvantage anyone. They will compete on their own. That's where I can now give. But I will give equal attention, equal advice, proper advice that I think is right. Not that I think is right, the truth. For me, there's no wrong in the truth. Even if it has, there's no wrong in the truth. There's wrong in lies. So if they need that help, I'm available. But unfortunately, they need someone in the change room day in, day out with them, a training in the match. They need to sign that specific player. They have to sign that. We can do, but when we leave, they have to have someone that is with them 24 hours.
Yeah. So you believing Sundowns will win this one at the weekend? What? I mean, it's 1-1. If it goes 0-0, they win, of course. But do you see goals happening? Do you see somebody winning the match outright?
Sundowns will win. When I saw Shaulile, you expect him to be angry, not give effort. But he scored a goal, and he made the statement, I only belong to God. He says, no matter what you can do, I'll do what is right. That's a statement. Coming from a player that was consistent since the day we saw him in South Africa. It's still the same. So if he goes in, it's going to show that I only belong to God. I'll do what is right. And what is right is for me to bang in goals.
Mayanga, we can talk days and days, but thank you so much for making time. All the best with Sports Legends Live, and as I say, we are here to help in whichever way you can, and I hope corporate South Africa, I think local governments, here's a man who has served the sport, who has done very well, a very honest man who tells the truth. You are not going to find him, sugarcoating anything, so if you're going to work with him, know that's how it's going to be. But thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I hope Sports Legend Live does what you intended to do.
Brother Jakes, thanks very much. And for you, still remember me. So you want to unkulis until I'm passionate?
Yeah, listen, you are my boy.
Thank you, sir.
We come a long way, and
I appreciate
you've always been available for us when we needed to
it.
speak, and you've never, too often soccer players, when they become big, they tend to think, oh no, we don't want these guys, but you've never done that. And for that, may God bless you, my brother.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Hey, that's Inside SA Soccer. I was sitting with the legend of the game, Benson Mhlongo. As you've heard, he is doing something very good for South African football, for South African sports in general. And please, let's support him. Let's meet again in the next show. It's a great weekend coming up. Semi-finals of the MTN 8. Orlando Pirates are going to Mamelodi Sundowns. It's 1-1 in that match. And then in the other match, Sekhukhune United have to turn around a 2-0 loss against Stellenbosch FC. Can they do it? Eric Tingler believes his team can win the MTN 8. Let's see how it goes. Thank you for joining us.